we spent our weekend doing.
Radiant's banned.
Yeah, but
We're
I
such
mean, but once
masochists. Here we are giving up our Sunday casting Dota.
Also, it's certainly Monday where we are at.
Oh, it is, yeah. Well, it's Sunday Evening
Yeah.
Cup series, though. I mean,
Yeah, I know. So
I don't know what day it is these days.
10 seconds
God
to
sake.
go.
Why you got to get racial?
Racial?
I don't.
Dyer's banned.
I don't even.
Alright.
But anyway, Fully Spaced International is banned out of Lich. HamHam Clubhouse is banned out of
Radiant's
Elder
banned.
Titan. And this game is getting underway. Well, at least the banning and picking part of it.
Oh, yeah, that's happening. You've lost the enthusiasm. You're so excited at the start of last year. You're getting in there,
10
and now you've
seconds
just
to
watched
go.
too much talk about various things that people don't want to hear about.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Dyer's
Gorgon.
banned.
I mean, he's just... he's broken me. He's broken my spirit. But Pugner and
Radiant's
Visage are
banned.
banned out. We're not going to see Visage this game. That's a change.
Mirana.
We are
Yeah,
going to see
but we
Mirana,
will
though.
see
That's
another
that's
Mirana.
familiar.
Pick.
That
Place
is
your
familiar.
bets on the next pick being a Bane.
Fully Spaced International, they want it. Apparently HamHam Clubhouse hasn't seen their strat, because if they had, they would have banned out the Bane and the Lifestealer as the first two. Maybe they're going to pick them, that would be funny.
Yeah, I would love to see Lifestealer Bane right now.
That would amuse me.
I'd be amused.
That would break Fully Spaced strategy.
10
It
seconds
seems to
to
be
go.
the one and only one they have this week at least.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, some teams do what they want to do, and if they're not able to get that, then, you know, they do have other options.
Yes.
Miranda is not that bad a hero at doing other things, as
True.
Columbus proved. So, and now they're not insta-picking the Bane. Perhaps, maybe they'd prefer a Shadow Demon. Maybe
Having
a
a good hard
Clockwork.
think.
There are other ways of
Mhm.
setting it up.
Alchemist.
They want
Okay.
Alchemist.
Okay.
Radiant's banned.
Venomancer and Death Prophet being picked up for HamHam Clubhouse. I believe they played them in the earlier game we casted today, and I think was the second round. So,
Oh,
maybe.
my mind is foggy. It might have happened. It might not have. Who even
10
knows this
seconds
one?
to
This is the
10
semi.
seconds
This is where
to
it
go.
counts.
5 seconds.
So Alchemist, is that their hard carry? Is that fulfilling the role that Lifestealer has previously been filling? Or are they still going to pick up a Lifestealer in addition?
Look, I tend to think that Alchemist has fallen out of favor as the hard carry. In the previous patches, you didn't have to pick up your hand
Dyer's
of
banned.
Armlet or Sand Yasha, any health items because of the way Chemical Rage worked. But now that you
Dyer's
need
pick.
to build some tankiness into it, it's become less and less popular, I believe, as your one-position carry.
Yeah.
Still very good as a roaming support, still very good as a mid, but just a little less popular in that one position, I believe.
Yeah. For sure, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Lifestealer still come out. They have really liked that so far. The Bane has been banned now, however. Be interesting
I
to
think
see if
Shadow
they...
Demon's really just as good, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Bit more of a
5
skill
seconds.
shot,
5
but yeah.
seconds.
Yeah, it's harder, sure, but it's not tricky.
Particularly with the unstable concoction, you can get that stun down and then the arrow. So
Radiant's pick.
it's strong, and yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see that. I think that'd be a good pickup. The Weaver being picked up for HamHam Clubhouse, one we haven't seen today, but always a popular hero.
Yeah. Did we not see any in the early rounds?
No Weavers, not so far,
Really? Oh, okay.
for real.
Dyer's pick.
For realsies.
It
It's
was
been
banned
a long...
couple, but no, never picked.
Oh, if you say so, I certainly don't much care, but Weaver, it's a nice hero. It'll do well trying to escape from any early pressure that might be coming on. The Fully Spaced have been showing a proclivity for in their game so far, and now Disruptor picked up by the Clubhouse. Interesting. I just don't... it's just not my hero. Don't play it well, but I've seen it do some stuff, and, you know, with the Aghanim's upgrade, it could be a thing.
Yeah. I mean, I would have liked some stuns. Maybe they'll pick up someone with a stun as their last pick, but they don't have any of that so far. And I think it's going to be a bit hard for them without it.
Yeah, it might be tricky. I wouldn't be terribly surprised to see something like a Leshrac. I've been pushing it all day.
10 seconds to
Get
go.
your big hard push on. Weaver can split push, get your own farm.
5
You've got
seconds.
time lapse and Shikuchi. You're too slippery, too tricky to kill.
Yeah, Shadow Shaman. Bring out the
Yeah,
water.
Reserve time.
Chuck Shadow Shaman into a tri-lane if you want.
I haven't
Whatever.
seen Shadow Shaman enough. I think he should be picked more.
I think so too. Let's agree to agree.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah! See, this is the kind of teamwork that we'll be looking for from HamHam and Fully Spaced. If they can't do it like this,
Man,
they don't have any chance of the
that transition.
$20.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
$20 each, guys. $20 each. It's a $100 first prize. All cash going to the winner. Second place gets
Radiant's
nothing.
ban.
So these
El
two
Filter.
teams will be, well, absolutely hell-bent on slaughtering each other in this game. Nature's Prophet and
Dire's
Clink's
pick.
being banned out as the two last bans. And HamHam. Pressure is on them. What are they going to take? Is it going to be the pushing support, the Leshrac, as Thanatos has suggested, or will they go for something more like a Clinks? Maybe an offlaner? It's possible. Clockwork? Oh no, Clockwork has been banned out, but Timbersaw hasn't been.
Timbersaw hasn't been, and Timbersaw wouldn't be all that bad within their lineup, I
10
believe. It
seconds to
Yeah.
go.
does pretty well. There are plenty of stuns on Fully Spaced, which
5
is a problem
seconds.
for Timbersaw, but still, I think it'd be a reasonable pickup. And for Fully Spaced, I feel like they want an offlaner. They can use
Reserve
their
time.
Mirana as their hard carriers. Teams like to do, and they could pick up a Timbersaw themselves. Wouldn't be at all
With the
surprised to
Alchemist
see one.
mid, you think?
Yeah, I think Alchemist will be mid at this stage. That's
Cool.
That's my impression of things.
Yep, I think that would work quite nicely. They do go with the Nyx, so they do have a stun or
Radiant's
two
pick.
now. Doom. Ooh, well, I never.
Mm.
Well, now I'm interested. Doom pickup.
Oh, yeah. So what does that mean?
What does that mean? Who is going in the offlane?
I think it's an offlane Doom. Sorry, I think it's a safe lane Doom, that is. I think it's a
Yeah,
safe lane solo Doom with an aggro tri-lane and Alchemist mid. But
Yeah,
Places, everyone.
what a pick. How fun.
that is
Nice.
fun, for sure. Okay, let's run through the teams for the Radiant FS International. We have Raya Noob on the Rubik, and he's been playing well today. ANA on the Marana. On the Crystal Maiden, we have, rather unpronounceable Nevin Ural. On the Alchemist is Moo, taking mid, and the solo Doom Railgun, taking the safe lane.
And taking them on for a place in the final, an opportunity for $20 in their pocket. We have Corey on the Weaver, who I don't believe was playing in the last game. Dusa taking care of the Disruptor. Pandago, who played a glorious Visage in the first game,
30
taking on the
seconds to
Venomance.
showtime.
Death Prop handled once again by Dark Falco. And in the offlane, Yugi will be handling the Nyx Assassin.
Is anyone going to be scouted out here? I think that I think the Dyad does realise that the Rubik is coming around here.
Yeah, they can see him. Venomancer saw him. I changed my fog settings and definitely caught a glimpse backing off. And don't think they want to take a fight. Disruptor not that great early on.
And they're off.
No.
Rubik, Mirana, and Crystal Maiden all pretty decent at level 1. And Disruptor,
Got a
levels
feeling
up with
this is gonna be
Thunderstrike
good.
immediately. I would have probably held that point, but each to their own, and decides not to use it either.
Hasted Rubik running on in, along with the Crystal Maiden, turning around to the mid lane, but there is an Observer Ward up, so that's going to be scouted out. Oh, they do find Pandago though. Are they going to lift him? No. Rubik's just going to give him a single auto attack.
So how do you feel about the Nyx Assassin going into this offlane? We've seen Lincoln's over Vanguard every time.
Yep.
They very much enjoy putting their Nyx in the offlane.
Yeah. Sometimes he
it's not
maxes
for
out Spike's Carapace.
to my rage.
Yeah.
no.
Oh dear, well, no.
Fleet Strider's tracks
Hmm.
run red.
That happened.
Ouch.
I didn't get a
What
prize
happened?
because I didn't witness First Blood.
I didn't. No.
I don't know.
I wish I could.
Critical miss, well. Oh dear, Crystal Maiden going down.
Yeah, Crystal Maiden taking First Blood, as Crystal Maidens so very often do. Involved in First Blood nearly all the time, it seems. And it looks like down bottom, the Doom and the Nyx Assassin are They've got a
inside each
gentleman's
other.
agreement not to slap each other.
Yeah.
For
Casually
whatever
stand
reason.
in each other.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's fair. Now there's more aggression going out. Disruptor could be caught out here. Arrow's going to fly and may click Deucer, but he just manages to get out of the way. Now Pandago gets lifted up. This field being dropped by Deucer and not going to be able to do anything more. Now Corey coming in under vision of the Sentry Ward will possibly be able to pick up a kill. Now needs to run away. Nearly has an opportunity for Michikuchi. Looks like he will be able to get away, and Disruptor
My thanks.
managing to pick off the Rubik.
Yeah, Rubik was so low. Comes in for that last auto attack and did just manage to pick it off. Meanwhile, Corey, of course, so difficult to take down a Weaver, and I don't believe they have any detection. So, makes it even harder, and he does manage to escape with that Tsukuchi. Doesn't have a whole lot of regen, 3 tangos left, and is a little low, so it might be a tad tricky for him, but, you know, he's going to eat some trees. He should be alright.
Yeah. We see that Railgun starting to pull ahead on the creep kills ahead of Yugi on this on the Nyx Assassin.
Yeah.
Just starting to, and hasn't got quite as many denies though, so not a huge change. Corey going to be able to dunk that arrow using Shikuchi. One thing I want to mention, it's so important picking up that first blood. It allowed Disruptor to pick up the boots of speed, which got the last hit on the Rubik. So a real snowball effect, and now just unable to get the kinetic field down in time, and Railgun on the Doom will be able to escape as Morana gets deep on top line.
Yep. Indeed.
Unlucky for Fully Spaced, just unable to catch out that Observer Ward with their sentry. They dropped that to try and kill off Corey on the Weaver, weren't able to do it, and so desperately
by
close.
about half a centimeter.
Oh no.
Oh, certainly. You've got a bigger monitor than I do, though.
Well,
Oh, jeez.
these kill captures are not going well in this game.
Not the finest work of all time, but Dark Falco, with the assistance of Deucer, who has been very involved in the early game, certainly leading candidate for the MVP at this stage.
Yep.
Getting Dark Falco's advantage, and Alchemist was a little bit on struggle streak, well behind the Death Prophet on last hits, and don't know how it died.
Death Prophet now heading towards bottom, just going to pick up that Illusion Rune. Heading straight back to mid. Yeah, I would have thought that the Nyx Assassin should be doing somewhat better in the last hits than he is. I guess it's not too far behind the Doom. He does get that free one each time Devour is off cooldown. He's picking up Soul Ring. In fact.
Soul Ring does make a lot of sense on Doom. You're able to give yourself Scorched Earth, and that regen is crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, he has mana problems and no shortage of
I mean,
health. And here comes Ame, leaps in, has the arrow available, just going to do a bit of body blocking. No, not really. Does throw the arrow now, and it goes down to Pandago. The other two are trapped by this kinetic field, a really good kinetic field there by Deucer. Ryanoob now getting, well, ANA getting glimpsed back. Corey taking out the Crystal Maiden, and now they're going to be able to chase down ANA. Almost certainly going to go down. No! Oh, Salve, saving him for now, throws an arrow back, gonna miss everyone entirely. Ryanoob now in trouble, but Mood charging up the stun, it'll go down on Deucer. Meanwhile, Rubik goes down in the background, so does the Disruptor. Moo now in trouble with the Exorcism being popped off. The Courier will get out of there. The Chemical Rage doing work to keep Moo alive. The Ghost's not fast enough to do enough damage. A few of them coming in now, dealing damage. It's just gonna avoid the Crypt Swarm, and Moo is fine. Corey and Dark Falco will be forced to back out. Not enough mana for the arrow on ANA.
Guess what's happening to Dyer's bottom tower?
Down bottom, Railgun able.
Yeah.
Doom able to pick off a Nyx Assassin. Got the level 6 hit with Doom, and Nyx Assassin just unable to get away. Too much damage. Scorched Earth does do a surprising amount of damage. You don't really feel it at the time, but when you look back on what did the damage to you to get you dead, Scorched Earth tends to be a pretty decent player. Now Nyx Assassin has Vendetta, moving top.
Indeed. Doesn't have boots yet, but... Whoa. walking straight through the Crystal Maiden and going on Rhino, ridiculous damage, and he's dead with that Impale, and breaking through that Vendetta. Crystal Maiden likewise getting a bit of a slap. I don't know why Yugi walked backwards there for a second, delaying the kill, but they will still pick it up, so no damage done in the end. He'll go and grab his Arcane Boots.
Yeah, that'll be a big help to him, but there is some pressure going down bottom. Deucer dropping the kinetic field. Railgun trying to run away, almost at the haste rune. It looks like he's moving so quickly that we'll get glimpsed back under tower. Death Prophet finishing off that kill. How's he moving so fast?
So speedy. Dude. It's ridiculous. Dude, it's like the fastest guy.
Yeah. Nyx Assassin now wrapping around this Mirana, who will find herself in some pretty deep trouble. Hits the now skill shot on the stun, and ANA probably in some trouble. Nice body blocks from Yugi, but no! Somehow, the Mirana ANA!
Corey getting in deep. We'll get the last hit.
And now, Nevin Ural in some decent trouble. Corey, with the assistance of Yugi, will be able to pick that off. Railgun chucks out the Doom onto Corey, trying to chase him down now. I don't know if he'll be able to get that kill though.
Don't think so.
Wards are so important. He will die. Oh, and Dago misses the deny and now chucks out the casual poison gale before running home, I suspect.
Yugi just not quite enough mana for that Impale.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
Falco trying to take down mid lane, but the Alchemist rotating in, already has the stun charging up, got the acid spray down before it lands, doing some extra physical damage. But Death Prophet really working
well!
Oh my god!
On a roll.
Destruction!
I barely believe
Getting
it. Now
goes back.
Deucer wants all of it. Wants to try and solo. No, you're a disruptor. That's not how you work. And oh no, what a catastrophic misjudgment.
Yeah, rather.
Getting the disruptor is a different hero to like a level 25 anti-mage. What, that kind of lapse in memory? You don't expect it from players making the semi-final, but it happened.
It did,
Really?
yeah. He quite misunderstood
There is no
his
other
hero.
explanation.
He's just going straight on in there. Dark Falco with the double damage. Will be pressuring this tower yet again, but is out of mana. Does have 3 bottle charges, but probably not going to be able to do a huge amount.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
Meanwhile, ANA trying to get some farm on this Mirana, but not having a whole lot of luck.
Dark Falco in trouble, took an unstable concoction, very close to dead, and single slap to it. Now, Railgun needs to be careful. Probably going to get hit with a glimpse, and so he will be. Venom with Scale going to land. I don't think they have any more stuns, and they certainly don't. He is going to boogie his way out of there.
Yeah, they could have waited for Yugi there, I think. I mean, he was coming around with Vendetta, and he had, of course, his Impale. Probably would have made all the difference.
Did you say Yugi there?
I said Yugi there, but
oh
yeah, Yugi Bear.
Yugi Bear makes sense. Like, I'm on board.
Yep, I mean Yugi. Upgrade your name, level it up. Yugi Bear it is.
Skill point is a bear. Dark Falco, Zen, Connor Meza levels of stillness for a second there, laying that creep well on him, and very, very interestingly, another point in silence at level 9.
Strange.
Which I don't know about.
Yeah, I think 1 point is always going to be handy.
Yeah, you'd expect so, just to break the chain of initiation from a Milano or something. Now Nyx Assassin crawling through the jungle.
Gonna find him surely. Never in yell. Oh, yes, does spot him. Gonna go on this. Absolutely half the damage with 1 hit. Impale hits as well, and the mana burn will be enough to take out that Crystal Maiden. Good solo pick off there. At top, ANA and Corey just casually kind of taking their own last hits, neither of them bothering the other hero too much.
But there's always this
at mid. Alchemist taken out by Dark Falco. He was stuck in the kinetic field. Ryan Noob turning around to land the telekinesis, unfortunately thrown back out of the arrow, was Yugi Bear.
Yeah, it's disappointing, and HamHam are creating a lead here. It's starting to become problematic for this space.
Just a little, yeah. They do have towers. Well, only that mid tower, in fact, but they do have that mid tower compared to none for the Radiant. Yugi's doing a good job running him around, making it really hard for the supports to survive. He's going to encounter Railgun here. I'm not sure that he can take him on when he has Doom up, as he does. Doom will be working towards that mech, which he almost has as well.
Damn, that'll make him so damn annoying, so tricky to kill. TPing now to the tier 2 tower. They don't want to be seen. I think they might be smoking up here. Is Curry got? Yeah, there it is. They're smoking up, and they might be looking to pick off Corey. Which does rhyme, by the way, with allegory.
A handy fact.
Coming from Evan Rao. You don't get the reference in The Simpsons with Lisa and here's some words that rhyme with Corey.
Oh really? No, I don't get that.
Oh, well, loyal viewers, make sure to flame Albie. It's twitch.tv/A1BY. You can drop us a message and tell him how little he knows about The Simpsons.
Yep, sorry guys, my knowledge is clearly lacking. Yugi Bear hanging in behind. Looks like he might be going. I don't know, is that a Dagon with that 4-staff? I wouldn't be surprised. Still wrapping around, they are looking for this. But I don't know that they're going to be able to dive this tower. They do have all 5 of them. This is a big commitment. Arrow flies, gonna miss. Really using a lot of time here while the Death Prophet split pushes.
They're going to have to make something happen soon. I think they realize that. They've pinged it out. And I think it's time to go. They just saw Corey use Takuchi.
Here comes the time. Doom on the Weaver, hopefully. No. Oh dear, the Doom not able to do a whole lot. Unstable concussion going down on Deucer, and they managed to take him out very quickly, but the Crystal Maiden also falls. Doom still available, has not put it up yet. Still looking for the Weaver most likely, but no, doesn't manage to find him. It'll just be a 1-for-1 trade. Now they're going to look for the tower, which is on quite high health. Meanwhile, at bottom tower, it's taken out. And they're pushing tier 2 down there. They can't afford to give up tier 2, you wouldn't have thought. This Exorcism, along with the Plague Wards, real pushing potential. There are other TPs coming in. The arrow will only hit a creep, and Alchemist will blow himself up.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad trade, if you're honest, with Fully Spaced. They didn't get the tower. As you mentioned, they spent plenty of time looking for it, and in the end, a 1-for-1 trade, also losing safe lane tier 1, certainly not what you want. And I think the way might now be open for a sneaky Roshan attempt if you're part of HamHam.
Railgun does still have Doom available, and they're going now. They do manage to pick up, throw down Corey, but they're stuck in this kinetic field. They can't get him. Doom's glimpsed back away from him. He's just juking in these trees. He should be taken out now. The Scorched Earth, as he mentioned, doing some pretty big damage. He does fall. Ryan Noob going down to that, whatever it is that Disruptor throws on people. Nair and Yell getting taken out by the Crypt Swarm. These kinetic fields have been strong. Well, the ultimate.
Interesting.
Not sure about that. What is this thing called? Enough to take out the Riddick.
Yeah, fine. Now we're coming back. Problems for Railgun. Railgun has big, large problems.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah.
is taking hits.
Yeah. He's dead.
Oh yes.
And so is that tower.
The Radiant got one last top tower.
Quick mention of something Corey did very nicely. While he was doing, went over to the side shop, sold something, and got money for Ultimate Orb. As Alchemist pops off a stun and on what was supposed to be a dry run of sorts, has blown himself and now has a bit of a mess on his hands. So, after having blown himself, he'll just recover and TP back to mid lane. But he bought the Ultimate Orb, which means that firstly, you don't lose as much gold when you die, and secondly, you might live. Because the Ultimate Orb, 10 health, 10 strength, could be the difference, and it certainly could have been. If they managed to slow down that Doom, stop him from getting a slap off, I think there was a chance for Corey to survive, and he just did everything he could, limited the chance of dying as well as the impact if he were to die. Strong play.
Pretty sick. Venomancer working towards his mech.
Yeah. HamHam have a pretty serious advantage now. That Tower Gold is doing so much work, and you can see it in the net worth chart. Just look at how much richer Venomancer is than Rubik. That is obscene.
Yes, indeed.
That's just a flat up 3,000 gold difference. To have 3,000 gold makes you rich, but the 3,000 gold difference. Jeez. Now the Yule's being popped off onto Moo. Gets hit with Static Storm, now Kinetic Field, and a Silence. They're drinking the hater rate they wanted. Now a Glimpse as well. Pops off his wand, and he might be able to live with that ridiculous regen. It looks like he's going to be able to. Now Doom being chucked onto Dark Falco. Pandago got in deep. Drop for Poison Nova. Doom glitching away with 428 movement speed. Boogieing on out of there. Moo already back on full health. Pandago taking some damage. Big Star Storm, and then Anna is going to do so much work. Zusa taking the damage. Has that gem. Doesn't want to die. Manages to dodge the arrow, and Anna is now chasing. Needs to be desperately careful. Corey could catch him out. Don't think he'll be able to. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh. No, and it will survive. Nick's Assassin is going to run away, as well as on what should have been a dry run of sorts. Moo decides to blow himself again.
Absolutely. Yeah, really unlucky they didn't manage to get that kill on that Disruptor, as particularly given that he had the gem, as you mentioned. That magic stick saved him there, I believe, from that last attack magic wand. But yeah, Dark Falco doing a really good job of pushing down these towers when the Radiant team has been preoccupied or grouped up in one lane. And out of that, they have managed to get 3 towers now compared to, well, none for FS.
Yeah, and I think what's impressive as well is they're maintaining an experienced lead. FS were grouped up for so long in this area trying to pick off Just Believe, and they have done that twice now, which is nice, but meanwhile, when they group as 5, you're getting levels on Death Prophet, who can certainly use it. Those points in silence really make a difference in the team fight, and it's going to be super difficult to get anything off. If you're caught in Kinetic Field and a Starstorm and a 6-second silence, you're not doing anything in that team fight. You're just going to die.
It's going to be hard to get those big spells off, and having a Doom delayed by that long, having someone on your team effective that much longer, it's a big deal.
Yeah, it certainly is. But they do have methods back. They have a Doom who does okay, always going to shut down any given participant in a team fight. Mood now starting to pick up the levels in Greevil's Greed. Picks up the Shadow Blades, wants to be a ganking alchemist, apparently. Would be, not the Shadow Blade, working towards it, already has the amulet, 1,000 more required.
Yugi gonna be scouted out, he's trapped on the cliff, the arrow does go down on Dusa, but Yugi manages to force stuff out. In fact, using that Staff of Wizardry towards the force stuff rather than the, whatever it is, Dagon. Which we thought it could be. Yeah, it's much better. Oh yeah.
Bottom towers seem better.
He needs the utility.
Certainly does. Wouldn't even be opposed to seeing him go into Blink Dagger, but I think that Void Stone will be going into something else. Quite possibly looking for an early Hex even to help shut down the Weaver.
Yep, wouldn't be too surprised. He is not poor with all of these tower kills, and now
he's looking for the backstab now.
Suddenly is BAM! Well, 4 staffs out. That's the end of the Rubik. Alchemist, perhaps going to blow himself up again. No, he fires it out onto Yugi, but now he's trapped in the Static Storm and the Kinetic Field. ANA coughing some serious damage, and will the poison be enough? Ooh, that Plague Ward as the last auto attack from the Disruptor will take him out. And well, this could well be the end of the mid tier 2.
Yeah, and that would mean Rosh as well. The kill count going all sorts of wrong. Railgun gets caught out. We're getting some dewarding done.
Yugi
Exorcism being popped off.
Yugi baiting that. Now does fire off the stun. Railgun right in the middle of that Exorcism, and the Poison Nova as well, just because he can. Also clips the Rubik. Moo, the only one managing to stay alive.
D gaff about that Poison Nova. Too much regen.
Yeah, I
but you saw during that
quite got him to get him.
Yeah, it did. Okay. You can't even tell.
Yeah, can't even see it. Green doesn't show up well on purple, and he's taking no damage whatsoever. Juicer does cop a bottle, but that's just going to mean that Moo dives too deep and pays for it with his life. Good bait. Quality bait by the Disruptor there. Hori getting on in real deep. And is taken out.
Time lapse available.
Yeah.
Had 6 1 charges.
Yeah.
But
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
Bit of a mind melt just there for Corey on the week, but he's been playing well so far.
He was in telekinesis, but
Oh, I didn't see that.
Radiant's mid
I
tower.
was looking at a different area of the fight.
I imagine he was mashing that R button, but in the end,
Yeah.
just enough damage managed to be done to him. Not sure if the arrow was fired off as well, but that certainly would have prevented it.
Yeah. Speaking of mashing that R button, boom segue, but Doom in that last fight couldn't get his ultimate off. He wanted to Doom someone. You could feel it, you could sense it, but constantly silenced and stunned and slowed and never got an opportunity to cast the Doom. He's got that Cobalt speed aura,
I
and
know.
he hasn't leveled up Doom, which is interesting. I don't think you level up Doom. You level up Doom, right?
Surely.
It's extra damage. It's quite a lot extra damage.
Surely you level up Doom.
I suppose it's only 100 more damage, but still, it's nice damage. Well,
Yeah.
there you go. Dark Falco now pushing out the top lane. Yugi playing very well, 7-1-7.
There's the Midnight Shadow. Dark Falco will be out. Looks like they might be going on the Weaver, perhaps. Can try and find him. They have detection, yes. The Rubik does have a sentry ward. He's gonna... No, Lincoln Sphere.
no.
That's a nope.
Oh,
That's the end of that
jeez.
gank attempt.
Could have been executed a little better, I think.
Yugi doing a good job pushing out bottom. He's got a big creep wave there, but that'll probably just be food for Mirana in the end. I think Yugi's gonna have to retreat out of here. Or not.
Yeah, I think he's doing a good job just keeping the lane pushed. He'll put a little bit of pressure here, and Anna won't be able to get the same farm with the pressure coming from the Nyx Assassin. So,
yeah.
Doing a decent job of preventing farm. And
Another TP,
now they'll
double. He'll have to be out now.
Need to get
Oh dear.
well.
Oh dear. The arrow gonna miss. Don't have detection at the moment, and well, he will escape because of it. Sentry Ward now laid down by the Rubik, and he arrives at just the right time.
The dire winning fortified has struck.
That spiked Carapace. And a good,
Oh, he's
good
gonna blow
stun
himself.
really good stun, and that juke as well. Unfortunately, runs into the Crystal Maiden. Yeah, didn't stack those two stuns at all, and so managed to avoid the unstable concoction, but in the end, too many of them.
Yeah, there is quite a decent amount of lockdown on fully spaced, and that's why I'm pretty impressed by how Corey and Nyx Assassin have been doing. They've been able to stay alive a lot, only 5 deaths between them. Pretty impressive effort.
And looks like a Roche attempt. Exorcism is popped off.
Yeah, looks like they will be able to take this uncontested. Don't know if FS are aware of this. The scouting arrow just coming in, going to be able to pick on Booster, but they certainly don't want a piece of that now.
Yep.
And they poured out, hit with a silence, or 2, or 17. Where's the kinetic field?
Yeah, I know.
Somebody's
That was a
cooking.
very late kinetic field.
Now drink deep of death.
Not sure why that wasn't thrown out earlier, but no harm done. Mirana does fall. Nyx Assassin getting up top to defend this tower from the Doom, who is wisely out.
Nyx Assassin is working towards the sheep stick. Won't be quite as early as he would have liked, but Yuki's still having a decent impact on this game. And scouting this Doom out very nicely. I think they're going to be able to catch him and ruin him.
Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
Yep. Good patience from Yugi waiting for the Disruptor to arrive, but Ryanoob is here as well. Steals the spiked Carapace. Railgun probably going to be able to TP away, and he does. Rubik also trying to TP, and no, the Yule Scepter and the Glimpse both use. Spiked Carapace not going to save him long. Does win the moral victory of being able to stun the entire enemy team and wait there for a few seconds while they just kind of sit around.
That is a mild annoyance, and I believe mild annoyances do constitute moral victories. Dark Falco taking a little bit of frostbite damage. Don't think he's in any real danger.
Not
Doom
with the
is
rest of
off
his team
cooldown.
coming. Ooh.
Fireflies. And is in trouble, gets hit with a skill shot impale. Now gets fuel scepted into the air. Spike Carapace being dropped. Kinetic Field not going to land, but Glimpse will, and
Finally,
AMA somehow,
some
some way, somehow,
That's 4.
surely, and eventually does fall, as
Radiant's
does
mid
the
tower. They can do
Tier
it.
2 tower mid Yuki, getting in there, chucking the stun, hits 2, now a 6-second stun, it's too much. Railgun trying to get out of there, won't be able to escape. Moon next in line, gets hit with spike characters, and he surely will fall here.
7 in a row.
Ultra Kill going away, and Dark Falcon on the Death Prophet, and that might be enough to advance in the final.
Yeah, that's going to be big. That'll be Rax, I would have thought. Just, again, Doom unable to get off his Doom. The slightest. Those silences were ridiculous. All he could do was run away, and as he did so, taking so much damage from those Exorcism Ghosts.
Really was a bit much.
Yeah. It's just they're forced to run away by the Disruptor and by the silence of the Death Prophet, and then those Exorcism Ghosts just doing so much damage with the stuns and slows of the Nyx and the Venomancer. It worked really well for them in team fights.
Yeah, it really did. I think Disruptor, just showing its use, was involved in the first 3 kills, I believe, for HamHam, and really important for them as a team to get it done, and was very effective.
Yeah, even if you manage to get out of the ghosts and the slows and the stuns, then you glimpse straight back into them and got to do it all again. So, yeah, it was a really effective team composition for them.
Congratulations to HamHam. We'll see him in the final.
Cool. Thanks for watching. Leave us a comment. Throw us a message.
See you guys.
See ya.